Where am I?
Mr. Sanders, you have to come with us.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
No, you don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me. No! No!
You're leaving this cell.
Please. I don't want him to find me.
Hello YouTube, the Eye of Stone here. This is part 3 of our Let's Play of Call of Cthulhu. We are an inpatient resident of the Riverside Institute. Obviously that door is locked. Who knows what that is? There's not much to do here. So, the reality of this sequence is dubious at best. But that doesn't mean we can't learn anything useful. This is very
pursued me right into their dreams. They swooned all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings.
It's nauseating to play with this lack of balance.
No sea is dark enough to hide the color of my blood. No wind strong enough to scatter my dreams. When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs. Awake and free me.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time. Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute.
Let's see.
What's going on here? What do they do to the patients to make them so terrified?
I would really like to know. I only see them when they are brought up for medical treatment, for problems they didn't have before going downstairs. But this is neither the time nor the place to talk about that. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood.
Okay. So don't lose the opportunity to investigate.
What does this mean? Why the strange symbol repeated over and over?
Wow.
What did they inject him with? Am I in an asylum? Sarah. Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors.
It's pretty deep into this.
What did he write about the painting?
Now, let's catch up. Okay. Let's see. So we have a clue for chapter 5 already. Got all our stuff back. Where are we at character points wise? Psychology is important, but so is spot hidden. Yes. Alright.
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
Okay.
Poor wretch.
That looks appetizing.
Dr. Colden, I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
Okay.
Damn it. I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those two myself.
So, this game has kind of,
Not to let her come down.
I know.
If you do it again, I'll report you.
All right. I know.
So we do have kind of the doors and closets and drawers simulator. He can only stay in there for so long, though. And unfortunately, this game does take a page from the Book of Thief 4 with the suspicion markers. And the laughing noises just get fucking annoying. There's no other word for it.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm going to see if there's sleeping pills left. They've run out again upstairs.
Put a few aside for me, will you? And above all, leave the wheels where they are.
Okay. So this is going to be a little bit trickier.
Good God. What could this machine be used for?
Well, let's investigate the matter, Mr. Private Detective. Alright, so Francis Sanders. He's the guy with the bandages.
What is going on here? The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs? Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine?
Don't want to go in there. Those drain your sanity.
Worse and worse. The liquid connects it to the electric current. What are its properties?
Whatever it is.
This is madness. Are they seriously thinking of transmitting the properties of this meat by electric current?
Why not? Jesus. Okay. Now, I happen to know certain things. Not going to pretend like I don't. But we have to be careful. See? Might want to close the door behind us.
Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods. Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here.
Okay.
Dementia? Self-inflicted wounds?
Okay. Jesus.
Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising.
Yeah, so you can go in these things, but he becomes unhinged pretty quickly. Now, I don't want to go into that maze just yet. Let's just explore a bit. That area requires...
It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock. This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity.
Okay. We have to keep a pace.
Locked.
It's important to stay stealthy. Okay. Okay. We are solidly amateurish. So, we have lost some sanity. But not a lot. I'm sort of surprised by how little sanity we've lost by this point. I had lost a lot more last time. I suppose I'm proceeding with the investigation in a manner that is causing that to be the case. Now, what are we... Alright, so again, if you need to read this, pause the video.
Control wheel to mount on a plumbing system.
Okay, that's important. We weren't going to be going anywhere fast until I found that, and who knows how long it would have taken me to look there again.
It's locked. The green gas leaves from here and it runs through the whole building. This padlock is too complicated for me.
So, this is where you start to pay a price for being a generalist. Nothing.
Now for the next step.
Yeah. Not ready for that next step just yet.
A duct. It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands.
Right, so let's... Okay. We're going to have to do some high-level stealth to get out of this level, but it can be forestalled a bit.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Gotta stay down because some of these areas are inhabited. See? And if you look, he's in the kitchen. Alright. Let's try this again. So, it's not terribly difficult, but if you try to ignore it completely, it'll punish you.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Let's just make sure there's nothing here.
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
Okay, I guess there's really nothing in here. This is just where he comes so you can get into the pharmacy. Let's not get caught, though. Let's wait for him to come back. Okay.
Scopolamine, morphine, opium, nothing but common drugs.
I think we got a walker.
I don't know if you can actually escape them. I just barely got away. I don't know if that's going to make him more edgy, because I really need to get in there close to him. Gotta watch your facing. Okay. This is not a good vector.
I think we got a walker.
Shit.
This way. Just you wait.
Hey!
Darn it. Oh, fuck you too. Jesus, it's such a tragedy. Now how much of my progress did that obliterate? Damn it. Alright, not much. Doesn't look like I lost anything that matters. Wrong vector. Alright.
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't know what...
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep? You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah. And in exchange, I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
Alright.
I'll find you some pills.
Go look in the storage room. There must be sleeping pills there.
If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, he does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. If I do not sleep, I do not see. I do not hear him. He does not call me. He does not call me. If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, I catch him. I catch him. I sleep. If I sleep,
You gotta be
am I
careful.
dead?
Get me out! Don't let me sleep in here.
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has strength of oceans. His waves rise and crash, leaving behind them only a trail of white, nourishing foam. He is my master.
Oops.
He enters me. Yes, 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 yes.
Gotta wait.
Calculations. They're right. 4 days. Maximum. 5 at the most.
Just see the sights. I don't really think we're gonna find anything we absolutely couldn't live without in here. I want to go for that. No, that's a dead end, probably. Let's see. Alright, I was already there. Need to get just a little bit more familiar with this guy's route. I need to be able to make an intelligent decision about when to move. Fairly standard fallen insane asylum fare. You know, it's a decent take on established territory. We're not really breaking any new ground here. Shit.
I saw something over there.
Okay. Go back there and murder that patient. He blew my cover. It's just a creepy night at the asylum. Nothing to see here. Alright, let's try getting behind him. That might be the safest thing.
Have I activated anything?
Maybe. It saved our game, you must have. Okay.
It's done. Now for the others. What will happen if I increase the current to the limit? I can still increase the load.
No, forget. Right, so okay. Let's be careful. Gotta stay down. Yeah. Let's see. But the character point that would let me pick that lock. Except
it's locked.
It's not a pickable lock. Okay.
He'll find me. He can see me.
Let's calm down, please.
No, don't. Ah! Ah!
Pain is just information, dear Francis. Invaluable information for my research.
Kill me. Kill me.
What?
If you don't kill me, he will.
My poor friend, I fear your mind is lost forever.
This Dr. Fuller is a Dr. Mengele. Well, I haven't looked very thoroughly.
This valve controls the pressure.
Right. Let's just go ahead and do this. All right. Alright, so the pressure is overloaded. This is probably very dangerous.
It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands.
Gonna need some kind of tool. Tool that I don't have yet. Tool that might be findable in the kitchen. Okay, now I need to understand his route just a bit better. So he's gonna go over there. He's looking at that shelf. And then he's gonna come back this way. We have to wait for him to go that way so we can go this way. This at least breaks line of sight. Okay, there he is. Okay. Let me see. I got one key to the maintenance room. The guards room. Okay. Not sure where the guards room is, but here we go. Okay.
The door is blocked on the other side.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna get this ready first. Okay. Just wanna make sure that's doable before we go.
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Let's just see where this goes while we're here. He can't handle it. Oh, and look what we have here. We got the pincers.
This lever must turn on the gas machine.
Also have another valve we need to find. So there's one more that's still missing. Let's just make sure that it's not in here and I didn't miss it in an overly lush level. But it doesn't look like I did. Maybe that last one is in the guard's room. Alright. Availing ourselves of those keys did us a world of good. That might be the guard room right there. We're gonna have to distract them.
I can still increase the load.
Alright. Okay, I see. Got it. Alright, so let's wait for Mr. Painter Man, Mr. Ice Cream Man to come by, so that we can get behind him. Straight behind these guys is the safest place to be. As long as you're not in their vision cone, you're probably okay. That vision cone can be difficult to estimate sometimes, though. Now he's gonna go that way, and we're gonna have to find those pills if we want to get that guy away from the door, which is probably going to be indispensable for getting that other wheel. Alright. So what we need to do is we need to
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Alright. Watch his vision cone. Jesus. Mary and Joseph.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills? Scopolamine, morphine, opium? Nothing but common drugs.
Well, we're gonna have to risk it. Dangerous.
new friend's sleeping pills.
Alright, sweet. Alright. Now,
I've got what you want.
Show me!
There. And remember, they don't come for free.
Don't you worry, you'll have your diversion. Go on now, go hide yourself. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away!
uh-oh. Okay. Let's see how many of those guys he diverted. Steady.
What carnage.
Come on, show yourself.
Great. Just barely managed to pull that off. Wow. I don't even think I got in here last time. I don't think it's strictly speaking necessary to make it to this room to get out of this level. But no, it must be, because I wouldn't have been able to have activated this if I didn't.
All the levers are activated.
Right. So, how to get out of here without getting busted? Okay. Steady. Alright. Now we've got to get that lever thrown in that experimental room. I just wonder about that guard on roving patrol, where he might be at this point. Okay.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Come on, get in there, you cream puff.
Was that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. Mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
I saw the traces of a revocation ritual in Sarah Hawkins' office. Is it connected to this curse?
She tried to correct her mistake, yes. She tried everything. She told me. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. No, don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
No!
Sanders! What the hell? I gotta... This is insane. What killed him?
Okay. Looks like there's a choice of which way to go.
Damn! The gas! Oh, my head.
Later. We need to move on.
Bradley? There's a bit of a non sequitur. Chapter 6. Whoa.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Yeah, that's what you need. Okay, let's see how many character points we have to play with. So definitely it's important to up our psychology this time. And don't want to forget about strength entirely, and I am also beginning to not be able to pick locks because of a weakness in investigation. The eloquence we have right now is just going to have to do for a while. And in these next couple conversations, psychology is going to be very important. Okay. So let's get caught up. I think I blew the pipes last time. So we're beginning to lose it. Okay. This was Francis Sanders. Unstable artistic type. How could Bradley possibly be alive, though? We saw him die.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Let's see. So I'm behind on the occult stuff. I don't have the medical to do it, huh? Interesting.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
Seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Let's see.
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the battle?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
Let's see.
Seems you two know each other pretty well.
It's a tiny island. Everyone knows everyone. Especially since I'm a police officer and Marie's a doctor.
The chemistry is obvious.
I do seem a little bit stupid, don't I? Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Okay. Let's just continue.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
Let's just take one more. Have a drink, Eddie. I'm not doing a sober Pierce this time. I did last time. But we've got to make everything nice and cloudy. Again, as I said at the beginning of this Let's Play, I want him to be totally crazy by the end of the game. And there's a reason for it. Actually, just because you're nuts by the end of it doesn't mean you can't continue the investigation. I just want to make sure no new books were unlocked. I seem to recall that at different points, different books became readable in the library, but I may have done something that makes it so that that's not going to be how it is anymore. Okay, the Sanders residence.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Let's see.
So ask Fuller, he's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Let's see.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you are so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Okay. That went well enough. Now, let's see. Why does, why does psychology always have to take a back seat? Spot Hidden often did too. And, I think it has cost me some occult points along the way. Let's see. So we catch up on these.
Did she really care for him after all?
Let's see. Okay.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives. Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? A house of artists. Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated. Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
Ah!
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Great. Okay. Just have a look-see. We're Snoop. We're private detective.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Okay.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
I can't shake the uncomfortable thought that I've missed out on some occultist stuff. Because the conversation with Bradley earlier implied that I could have used it to get an answer. Whale and the cod. Okay.
I could use one of those. Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
See, I worry that Alright, that's 2. Here's 3. Did I actually get 1? No, I missed the first volume. Okay. Not losing out on medicine this time. I was kind of behind on medicine last time. Yes. Read the book. Okay, good. Maybe we can sort of catch up to occultism a little bit. Possibly. I don't want to be weak in occultism in an H.P. Lovecraft game. But reading that book came at a price. Okay, reading some of those hardcore Lovecraftian tomes in this game will cost you sanity. The Dimensional Shambler. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. Okay.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Let's see.
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
All's fair in love and war, I suppose.
It's not really relevant to the story at large why she's here. Let's see.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Almost missed that. Boy, what do these look like? These remind me vaguely, actually not so vaguely at all, of something the gate builders used to use. But in theory, this is the wrong universe. Strange.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
So, are you gonna pick one up or not? You're gonna need it. Let's not get too close to that just yet. Okay.
Why was he so interested in old weapons? The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Creepy. I'm largely of no use, but this is a hard boss fight. Spoiler alert. This is a Roman sculpture. Of course, the goose was not impaled. But this is an actual Roman sculpture. Here we go. He triggered it. Your occult abilities unlocked it. You don't know how to manage those abilities. Now you're all messed up and scared. And you better be. Now.
What the hell was that?
Okay. You need to,
Damn. Did it hear that?
okay.
What the hell was that?
Don't stick around. You have to get away from it. You then cut across here. And you have to pick the right one. I didn't pick the right one. I think I know which one it is.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Of course, this isn't a very good way to stay alive.
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Alright, that wasn't the right dagger. I forget which dagger it is.
What the hell was that?
Come on. And the thing is, I have a lit keyboard. I really have no excuse for the sloppy keywork I'm encountering today.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
I just gotta find the right dagger. There's no other, there's no other way to do it. It's just process of elimination, basically.
What the hell was that?
At this point, it's just process of elimination. It's one of them, I forget which.
Damn. This dagger looks different. Oh, God.
Alright, so we'll smash the glass, then we'll go for the cupboard.
What the hell was that?
Different.
Damn. Did it hear that?
This is good because he's gonna go that way, or I mean, he's gonna go where he's gonna go, but
this dagger looks different.
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Let's see.
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
Let's see.
My arm was disappearing into this painting. You must have seen that.
I saw you put your trembling hands on a collector's artifact. Where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
The creature. This dagger was the only weapon capable of pushing it back. If Hawkins was trying to get rid of this shambler, she might have made contact with Drake. This antique dealer has a good knowledge of the occult. I have nothing to lose by meeting him.
You've got your spunk back. Go where you want. I'm staying here to talk business with Irene.
Okay. Once we get a save point here, I'm going to call it for today because the Nameless Bookstore is filled with very difficult puzzles. So, let us watch a cutscene. A cinematic. Okay, I will see.
Where's the bookseller?
I will see everybody back next time. Later.